get your headsets on.
I haven't seen it yet.
One more time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good.
And welcome to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. This is Rick Phillips. We are live from the campus of Wilmington High School. Tonight is girls basketball. We have the Miami Trace Panthers being hosted by the Lady Hurricane. And that game is going to get underway in about 8.5 minutes. We've got Charlie Hargrave going to give you the play-by-play, and I have double duty tonight. I am going to be going from here over to the college, Wilmington College. We've got a men's basketball game tonight at Wilmington College. We have action starting there at 7:30. You can tune into that on, obviously, the Wilmington College channel on CampusNation.com. But tonight, we've got Lady Hurricane basketball. This is SCOL. It's in the league. And Charlie Hargrave, you want to fill us in on records and information as far as both these teams. And I will see you in the flip side as soon as I get back to the college and get them started tonight.
All right, Rick. Well, you're a busy man today. I can tell. I tell you, the Miami Trace Panthers come in here. They're leading the SCOL. They're 14-2 overall, but they only have one SCOL loss, and that came to the Clinton Massey Falcons earlier in the season. They just beat Clinton Massey this past weekend, and Wilmington is 7-7 heading into this contest, but they have several losses in the SCOL. Wilmington's a very young team, only one senior, Jatasia Johns. Miami Trace only has 3 seniors, but they're having a heck of a season, and their reserve team, they just beat up on Wilmington, won by about 15. Starters for tonight's game for Wilmington, we have Maya Jackson. She's a 5'6 freshman. Susanna Johns, who's a 5'7 sophomore. Faye Sanderson, another 5'7 sophomore. And Caitlin Jamil, another 5'7 sophomore. And then Tanner Stewart, a 5'10 junior. So 1 junior, 3 sophomores, and a freshman starting for Wilmington. Now for the Miami Trace Panthers, Kayla Johnston's a senior. Kayla Johnston, excuse me. Hannah Reisinger is a junior. And Victoria Fleeman is a sophomore, and she's actually transferred from Wilmington, so Wilmington should be pretty familiar with her. Good-looking ball player. Let's see. We also have Lexi Schwartz, who's a senior, and Sam Rittenauer. And unfortunately, Trace doesn't give any heights or anything like that, but I know they've got a couple girls on that Trace team that's got to be pushing 6 foot, if not just a little bit bigger. And yeah, that's probably part of their success. I haven't seen Trace this year, so I'm excited to see what happens with them. If you haven't had a chance to see the Wilmington Hurricane, you ought to come out because they have a nice little freshman guard. Maya Jackson's her name. She's been averaging 20 or so. At least 20 a game, I'd say. She's very good. Started out a little timid on the year, but she's becoming more and more of a leader. Sometimes gets a little out of control, but she is a freshman. Also, let's see, the coaches for this evening. Mark Short is coaching the Hurricane with assistant coaches Mike Brown and Ethan Short. And head coach for the Miami Trace Lady Panthers is Ben Ackley, assistant coach Randy Welsh, and their JV coach is Casey Bryant. Like I said, looking forward to seeing this Miami Trace team. They look like they got a lot of height. I know they had some really good shooters in the opening game and the reserve game. Wilmington, they can play very aggressive. And I tell you one thing about these girls' basketball games, folks. If you haven't been out to one, it's amazing how rough they play. I mean, it's like football sometimes out here on the court. And they've got some exciting players on the Hurricane. I tell you, I really like this Faith Sanderson, who's a 5'7" sophomore. She's got a nice shot. She can light it up. Another girl that can do good, very good, is Susanna Johns. But definitely their leader is Maya Jackson, the freshman. And from what I hear, I guess, Division I schools are already looking at her as a freshman. So that's pretty exciting. We've got about 3 minutes and 58 seconds to go here before we get started. I'd like to put a big thank you out there to Bogart's Barbecue. Bogart's, best southern barbecue, not only in Wilmington, but in southwestern Ohio. And they're just out on South Street, out there in front of the dollar store and the Clinton County buildings, out on South Street or 68 South. Make sure you hit Marty Bogart up for some barbecue. Best brisket, best barbecue, best everything in southern Ohio. Plus, he's even got some sweet potato pie. I'm trying to look and see if I see Marty over there tonight, but I don't see him here this evening. Campus Nation's got several games coming up this weekend. We're back here Saturday night with the same Lady Hurricane team. And Friday night will be in Greenfield, where I teach. And it's going to be the Hurricane against the Tigers over there at the McLean gym. And we'd like for you to join us for that. Of course, the Wilmington Hurricane are undefeated. They're men's team this year. And if you haven't had a chance to see the Cumberland boy play, I'd welcome you to come see him. And if you decide to make the trip down to Greenfield, they've got a real nice little restaurant there. It's called Three Spoons Restaurant. It's right across from McDonald's down that area of Greenfield. So if you're thinking about going over there, take a night and go over and get you some Three Spoons and head into the ball game. Again, they're a pretty young team also, the McLean Tigers this year. But they got a first-year coach, Jesse Mitchell, and he's doing a good job. Another good team in the league. I think there's 3 teams, if I'm not mistaken, are tied like for first in the league, and that is this Miami Trace Panther team, Greenfield, and I was thinking Clinton Massey, but now I'm thinking Clinton Massey may not be. It might just be Miami Trace and Greenfield tied for the league. It's a very tough SCUL league on the women's side of things this year. The game between Washington Courthouse and Wilmington men got canceled the other night, and it's been rescheduled for February 11th. And if you haven't had a chance to see Courthouse this year, Courthouse got a couple nice little guards. And actually, when Wilmington played Courthouse, they were beating Wilmington by 12 after the first quarter and by 3 at halftime. But the Cane eventually wore them down. We ended up Wilmington winning by about 15 at the end of that game. So we're getting ready to get started here. We got about a minute 11 left. I think we're getting ready to have the Star Spangled Banner. And good luck, guys. Good luck, guys. Got the referees coming up, and we'll do the starting lineups here in just a second also. Star Spangled Banner.
Tonight's game is being streamed live on CampusNation.com. The Sports Animal, the audio and video stream of the game will be available tomorrow afternoon on CampusNation.com. Website. Campus Nation is your home for high school and college sports. Wilmington High School would like to thank Dreyer Physical Therapy for being the official provider of athletic training and physical therapy service for the Hurricane Athletics. Certified athletic trainer Kelly Biden works together with Dean Physician Dr. Rick Compton and orthopedic consultant Dr. Timothy Grimchet to keep our community healthy. Dreyer Physical Therapy's Wilmington office is now conveniently located at Wilmington College campus next to Herman Court. Open 6 days a week for all your athletic training and physical therapy needs. Now, Wilmington College Center of Sports Sciences, Eaton Orthopedic Sports Medicine, provides comprehensive and quality care for student athletes and the community.
and orthopedic and Dreyer physical therapy ads before we get started.
Wilmington High School, through its athletic department, extends to each of you a cordial welcome. Wilmington High School and Miami Trace High School are members of
Going over just being a good sport here before the game gets going.
Regulations set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct.
Which really hadn't been any problem with sportsmanship. The games I've covered over here this year, everybody seems to be on their best behavior. I think out of all the games we've done, we've had one person removed from the stands.
Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be upheld by all spectators, players, and coaches during tonight's game. Before we meet the starting lineups, we ask you to please rise, remove any hats, as we pause to honor America with our national anthem.
Greg Quallen doing the announcing here at Wilmington High School tonight. We're getting ready for the starting lineups.
We'll have the 5th grade girls coached by Dan Hoos for halftime entertainment. They'll play tomorrow at Saturday at Miami Trace at 2 p.m. Starters for the Miami Trace Panthers tonight.
Again, we're going to go to the starters. Number 2, Kyla Johnston, senior.
Number 5, Hannah Reisinger.
Hannah Reisinger.
Number 13, Victoria Fleeman.
Number 5, junior.
Number 23,
Victoria Fleeman. Number 13, sophomore. Number 23, Lexi Schwartz, another senior. And number 33, Sam Rittenhauer. Sam Rittenhauer is a junior. And she's got to be at least 6 foot or a little over 6 foot.
For the Hurricane tonight, starting number 5, Maya Jackson.
Maya Jackson starting for the Canes, 5'6" freshman.
Number 15, Susanna Johns.
Susanna Johns, 5'7" sophomore.
22, Faith Sanderson.
Faye Sanderson. She has a good outside shot here for the Canes.
Caitlin Jamil.
Caitlin Jamil.
33, Tanner Stewart.
And Tanner Stewart, the 5'10"
Head coach,
junior underneath.
assisted by Mike Brown and Ethan Short.
So hopefully we'll have an exciting ball game here for you tonight, folks. The Wilmington Hurricane, I tell you what, they beat Massey when Massey was undefeated, and they can give you a good game. And they're a pretty good ball team. They've kind of been up and down a little bit, but I think they got potential to beat anybody in the league. So they kind of give up, I think, the other day at Greenfield. McLean got them. I think the first half was pretty tight, and then the second half got away from them. And we're getting ready to tip it off. Yeah, I tell you, this 33 Sam Rittenhauer, she's standing at least 2 or 3 inches taller than Tanner Stewart. And the tip goes up, but it's and we're going to re-tip, and there it goes. Goes out to number 13 of the Panthers. They got the ball. It looks like Wilmington's playing. Number 5 of the Panthers driving the right side. gets the first baskets of the night. Hannah Reisinger. Faye Sanderson has the ball on top. Have a drive to the basket by Maya Jackson, but she travels. Normally it doesn't look like they're setting up maybe either a man press or a little trap. Looks like it's like a half-court trap. Yeah, they're doing a half-court trap. Trace working the ball around. Shot up on the right side. Everything missed. Number 13 with a rebound, Freeman. She gets her first points of the night. Wilmington back with the ball. Trace up 4-0. Trace looks like they're like in a 1-3-1. Wilmington's just trying to work the ball on the outside to get into Maya Jackson, but she gets pushed, and the foul's going to be on number 23, Alexi Schwartz. And it's on the floor.
Alexi Schwartz, her first, team first.
Wilmington inbound underneath their own basket. Mike Campbell gets out to Johns. She dribbles down the left side lane, back out to Campbell, over to Faye Sanderson on the right wing. Jamil has it. Oh, she tries to throw it into Sanderson, but she missed the pass, and it's a turnover. Trace brings it back down the other way, and we have a foul. We have a foul called on Tanner Stewart, her first of the evening.
Set good screens. Open up.
Trace gets the ball underneath the basket to number 33, Sam Rittenauer. She puts in about 10-footer. So Trace out to a quick start here, 6-4. Six to 4, or excuse me, 6-0. Trace up. We're using new headsets tonight, so hopefully you can hear us all right. They're pretty nice, but it's kind of hard to. I sound good in my ears, but I can't tell how well it's going out. So done a little bit of adjustments, so we'll see if that makes it any better. Wilmington's just had several turnovers already. That's why it's up to the score 6-0. And Trace is taking advantage of them. Wilmington brings the ball back in. 6:24 to go. First quarter. Faye Sanderson has it. Gets over to Jamil on the right side. Again, they're just in this 1-3-1 zone or trace. Back out to Jamil. She has it on the right wing. Sanderson. Oh, Sanderson just made the three, but we have a 3-second call underneath. So the ball's going to go right back to Trace. Trace has the ball. They're bringing it up the court. Her 13 has it. Freeman drives the lane, but she gets fouled. Wow. Freeman made the basket, but she got fouled clear up by the free throw line, and they give her the basket anyhow. Jamil with the ball. 7. The scoreboard's 7, but yeah, it should be 9. It's 9-0 right now. Sanderson, another 3 up, off this time. Rebounded by Rittenauer. Freeman with the ball way on top. Being guarded hard by Johns. Could be a 5-second. Thrown away. Stolen by Stewart. She goes down, misses the layup. And it's rebounded by Rittenauer, and she gets fouled.
Fouls on number 15, Susanna Johns, her first, team third. Number 20, ball.
Fouls on Susanna Johns.
And O'Brien.
Let's go. Right now.
Trace has the ball. They're bringing it back in Wilmington again. Showing a little trap here. Maya is trying to create a little havoc, but Trace does get the ball across the 10-second line. Driving to the hoop. Number 20 was Tanner Bryant for Trace. She misses the layup. Going back the other way. Wilmington has it, and Suzanne John, she gets fouled by number 5, Hannah Reisinger.
Fouls on Hannah Reisinger, her first, team second. Number 3, ball, the Panthers, Ashley Love.
Faith Sanderson has the ball in. Gets it over to Jamil. Illegal screen has just been called on Faith Sanderson.
The official code number 34, the ball game for
Wait, Ohio State, go to the corner, Hannah. Wait on it.
Trace bringing the ball back down. Over and back. Number 3, that's Cassidy Levitt. She goes over and back. It's going back to the Hurricane. Still 9-0, 4 minutes, 34 seconds. Wilmington with the ball out on top. Just again trying to work around. Still in that 1-3-1 zone is Trace. Maya has it, shoots up the shot at the free throw line, puts it in. And the Hurricane finally break the ice here with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter, 9-2.
Look deep, attack.
Freeman. Looks like a three-pointer, and she puts it in from the right side.
What's down?
Underneath, pass turn to Frisco. Frisco puts up the little bunny.
Pass, don't run away.
12-4. Going back the other way. Tanner Bryant on the drive to the basket, right side. She makes the bucket and gets fouled by Tanner Stewart. So 20 is at the line. That's Tanner Bryant. She misses it, and it's rebounded by Maya Jackson. Maya Jackson going back the other way. Gives it to Frisco out on the right side. Susanna Johns has it out on top. And Wilmington's just trying to work it around this zone three-pointer put up by Jackson. No good. Rebounded by Jamil. We got either a foul or a jump ball. One referee had it as a foul. The other one has a jump ball. And the ball's going to go back to Wilmington. Jamil has it out on top. She drives down the right side. Throws up a little bunny, misses everything. And Trace with the rebound. I tell you, they go right to the bucket. They get the rebound, there's no stopping them. They're heading on a quick hitter every time. Fouls on number 15, Susanna Johns. That's her second already. And Tanner Bryan going back to the line. First one's up, and it's good. She's got a nice looking shot. 15-4 right now. It's getting ugly, quick. The Trace, like I said, their record's 14-2, so the next one is up, and it's good as well. Maya Jackson with the ball, 16-4, just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And now it looks more like a 2-3 zone. They're kind of changing their zone, but want to get the ball inside, but didn't throw across the court. And Maya Jackson has it back on top. Almost throws it away, and they do throw it away. Stolen by Cassidy Levitt. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off one of the Hurricane players, and it's going to be Miami Trace's basketball underneath their basket. 2:26 to go. 16-4. Ball's inbounded. Number 20, Tanner Bryant, puts up about an 8-footer off the board, and it's good on the right side. 18-4. Hurricane with the basketball. Really not making much happen. They do get underneath number 32. She misses a shot, and it's rebounded by Cassidy Levitt, and they're trying to push the ball again. This time they held it up. Ball's thrown underneath, stolen away by Wilmington. And we got traveling. They give it right back.
Kyle's getting the stop. Arizona.
Freeman coming out.
Kyle's Harmony, screen for Tanner. Let's go. Drill it.
Ball's thrown away by Trace on the inbound. Went right through Tanner Bryant's hand. 18-4. Maya Jackson bringing the ball back over the Hurricane. She has it way out on top over to Frisco on the right side. Jamil cuts down to the right corner. Back out to Maya Jackson. Wilmington's probably just going to start shooting some threes to get back in this, and that's about the only open shots they're getting. And there's a three-pointer up there by Jamil, no good though, and it's rebounded by number 12, Harmony Napier. And Trace back down court. Wilmington's playing man.
Send it up hard. Open up, Kyle. Use it.
Working the ball, number 12 has it. And illegal screen. Kyler Johnson with the illegal screen. 53 seconds to go, 18-4. Jamil's coming out, and Jatasia Johns coming in for the Hurricane. It's kind of hard to believe there's only one senior Hurricane player. That's one more than the McLean Tigers have. They don't have anything. It's kind of remarkable. Wilmington with the ball, just working the ball around. Jackson has it way out on the left side, looking for somebody to get open. Frisco down the right side, off the board, and it's good. 18-6. Tanner Bryant. Who's Tanner Bryant's only a sophomore, folks, and she's a good basketball player.
Hey, pull it out.
Ball's out to number 3, Cassidy Levitt. She's kind of running it now, running the offense. She's only a freshman.
Go, chin it. Hard. Up, Tanner. Good face.
Oh, Tanner Bryant has it, but she travels, and she's going to cut to the basket. So it's 18-6. Wilmington has a chance to cut it to 10 here. 9 seconds to go, first quarter.
Hey, play D right here.
And Trace still showing her zone. Maya Jackson tries to drive the hole. She gets fouled this time. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 12, Harmony Napier. That's her first. Team's fourth. Shooting 2 for the Hurricane will be Maya Jackson. First one is up, and it's good. 18-7. 1.9 seconds to play here, first quarter. Second one's up, and it's good as well. And they're just going to hold the ball until the first quarter. Okay, folks, 18-8 after 1 quarter of play here. Victoria Fleeman has been lighting up. She has 6. No, excuse me. She has She has 8 points to start off the first quarter. Tanner Bryant, a good-looking sophomore also, she has 6. And Sam Rittenauer has 2, and Hannah Reisinger has 2. For Hurricane Hurricane, Maya Jackson has 4, and Leah Frisco has 4. The Hurricane just kind of seems a little bit out of sync. They're not hitting their outside shots, and they're only getting usually 1 shot. Trace has got some nice tall forwards underneath the basket. And usually you're just getting 1 shot. And I tell you another thing Trace is doing, I tell you, they break away quick. I mean, they're as far as looking for setting up the offense, they're trying to get the quick hitter on every rebound. Now, they will pull it back out, but usually they're driving the hole. I know this Cassidy Lovett has done that a couple of times, but this Tanner Bryant has done it several times. Fleeman has done it several times. And they're attacking the basket as soon as they get the ball. Second quarter is getting ready to start, and Miami Trace is going to start with the ball.
Right back, Vic. Right now. Go.
Trace has the basketball. Fleeman now on the right side. Again, still Wilmington man-to-man. Tanner Bryant on the right side puts it off the board, and it's good. 20-8. Tasha Johns has it. It's back out to Faith Sanderson. Down to the left side over Maya Jackson, and she puts it up by a 12-footer, and it's 20-10. Fleeman gets the ball across the court. I'd like to know what this Wilmington team would have been like if the Fleeman girl would have stayed here. I tell you, that might have put them up to where they'd only had a couple losses on the season. Trace with the basketball. For 12, drives the right side, throws up a shot, no good. And we have a jump ball underneath. And that was pretty funny because it was with Sam Rittenauer and Maya Jackson. 20-10, 6:58. And Maya Jackson bringing the ball up court. Trace still sitting back in their zone. Try to get the ball inside to number 20, but it was knocked away. I think we have a foul this time called. I guess they're just going to call it a jump ball. Trace with the ball, bringing it back up, 6:40 to go. It's number 5, Hannah Reisinger, is a pretty decent little ball player too.
Go. Good, Tanner. Use it.
Fleeman has it out on the left side. Dribbles to the right side. Thought about the 3. She gets rid of it. Gets it into the big girl, Sam Rittenauer. She dishes it back out. Fleeman with a 3-pointer, but misses everything. Caitlin Jamil back into the game. Frisco heading out. 20-10. Trace is on top. Faith Sanderson with the ball out on the point. Gets it over to Maya Jackson. Throws a cross-court pass. Over here to Johns. Johns pulls up. Shoots a 3-pointer. Misses everything. Trace with a rebound. And again, there goes Trace on the quick hitter, but they missed a shot underneath with Sam Rittenauer, and Jamil trying to go the other way quick, and she shoots it up and gets fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the foul's on number 20, Tanner Bryant. It's the team's 5th foul. And Jamil going to the line to shoot 2. 20-10 right now. First one's up, and that's good. Second one's up, and that's good as well. Driving to the basket, number 20, Tanner Bryant. She gets fouled.
Fouls on Caitlin Jamil.
Fouls on Jamil. Going to the line is Tanner Bryant. First one's up and good. We're running solo tonight. We got a new cameraman and just myself on the audio tonight. We got 2 games going on. The second one is up. We're doing a Wilmington College game tonight. 22-12. Wilmington with the ball. Faith Sanderson has it out on top. Trace is just big and aggressive. I tell you what, they quick hitters. That's the story of their game. You got to slow them down. Suzanne Johns has it out to Faith Sanderson. Throws up a 3 from the top of the key. No good, but Maya Jackson comes down with the rebound. Maya Jackson throws up a 3, and it's nothing but net. Nice. From the left side, Maya Jackson. 22-15. Hey, the Cane has it cut down to 7. It's been 10.
Use it. Go.
Suzanne Johns knocks the ball away, but Trey still keeps it.
Not now. Good decision.
Trey's just moving the ball around the outside. Try to get the ball into Freeman. And she travels when she gets the ball. So it's going to be Wilmington basketball, and Susanna Johns has to come out of the game. She just she got a bloody nose. She took an elbow there. And they're looking around the court now to see if they need to clean anything up. Don't want any of the girls slipping or any kind of a hazard type thing. So it's 22-15. Wilmington will have the basketball also, and it's like I said, they've cut into this 10-point lead. It's down to 7 now. I heard I have a little light out there, so hopefully you can hear me now. I've just turned everything up. So if Angie Schiller, the mayor of Greenfield, said she could hear me okay. So we turned it up a little more. So hopefully hopefully you guys are hearing me all right out there. We'll have video for this game tomorrow. We've got like a little timeout going on here. The referee's timeout. Officials timeout. 22-15, 4:28 to go here. Wilmington's trying to creep back in this thing. They can make a nice cut in it right now, get another bucket. Faith Sanderson has it on the right side. Ball gets knocked away. It's going to stay with Wilmington. Ball thrown into Jamil. She has it way out on top. Gets it over to Kate Sanderson on the right wing. She drives, puts up a shot. It was partially blocked, and Trace comes out with the rebound. Long three-pointer put from the left side, number 5. That is Hannah Reisinger. It's no good. And Wilmington tries to get the ball back down quick, but it's knocked out of bounds by Victoria Fleeman. Moving the ball around. There's a Hurricane again, down 7. Pass thrown underneath. Frisco has it, goes up. She gets fouled, makes the bucket. (22-17). Chance to cut it to 4. Cassidy Lovett coming back in the game.
Good job. Box up.
And the shot's put up, and it's good.
Please, spread out.
Trace with the ball.
Look up.
On the top.
Hey, pull it up. Hey, spread. Green. Come to 10. Let's go. Up. Make yourself available. Go, Sam. What's green, Sam?
It's almost
Talk to her.
magic zone. It's like 4 playing zone. We got one playing man.
Drill this three. Get back. Drill.
3-pointers up. No good.
Coming.
Face Anderson on the left wing. Pick it up. No good.
Block 3, block. 2 shots.
Fouls on number 3, Cassidy, 11. Her first. Team 7. Maya Jackson is shooting 2.
First one's up.
23, Lexi Schwartz in the ballgame.
Second one's up. Good as well. 22-20. Wilmington's right back in this game.
Hey, spread cutters. Let's go. Step to the ball. Go. Hey, pull it off. Pull it off. Peter, come and get it.
Trace with the basketball.
Let's go. Indiana. Set screens. Let's go.
They're moving the ball around.
Hard.
Out on the left side is the big girl, Sam Rittenauer. She's way away from the basket. Shots put up by number 23, Schwartz, and it's good. Wilmington moving the ball around the outside. Frisco has it way down in the right corner. Back over to Faith Sanderson. Wilmington to get within one here. At least one possession. Nice pass into Frisco. She puts it up. And it's Wilmington has got 22 and Miami Trace 24. Wilmington's got right back in this. They were down 10 at one point.
Hard. Say a good one. Go, Sam. Reverse it.
3-pointer put up by 23 for Trace, and that's good. Lexi Schwartz, she's made the last 2 buckets. 27-22, 37 seconds to go here. Frisco has it down the right corner. Gets it back to Sanderson. 27 seconds. Faith Sanderson, 3-pointer from the right wing, and it is good. 27-25. Trace with the basketball. 7 seconds.
5, 4.
Freeman has it. She tries to get the shot up, and she's fouled. Fouled by number 22, Faith Sanderson. Victoria Freeman to go to the line. Shoot 2. The first one is up and good. And there's only 2.1 seconds to go here in the half. Second one is up, and it's good as well.
Up, Lexi. No fouls.
Maya Jackson, long 3-pointer off the backboard and almost went in. 29-25 here at the half. Get you some stats here in just a couple minutes. It's an exciting first half. Wilmington was down 10, and then they have come back. We got 5th grade girls getting ready to take the court out here right now. Some half-court stats for you, or halftime stats, excuse me. Let's see, we've got Hannah Reisinger has 2 for Miami Trace. Victoria Freeman, though, has 10. Tanner Bryant has 10. And Lexi Schwartz has 5. And Sam Rittenauer has 2. For the Hurricane, Maya Jackson, she has 11. Excuse me, I missed a three-pointer in there. She has 14, my fault on that. Faith Sanderson has 3. Jamil 1. And Leah Frisco has 9. And that gives us our score 29-25. Foul trouble, really, for Miami Trace, no one has over 1 foul so far. For the Hurricane, it's a little different story. Faith Sanderson has 3. Susanna Johns has 2. Caitlin Jamil has 2. Tanner Stewart has 2 as well. I just sent out a report to the mayor, and she said she could hear still, so that's good. We got new mics here. We got new headsets, which are really nice because I can hear myself better than ever. We got a new cameraman tonight, Dave Foster. I want to thank him for helping us out. And I tell you, Campus Nation's got a lot of neat stuff going on. Check the website. Again, we are sponsored by Bogart's Barbecue. Marty Bogart. If you haven't had Bogart's Barbecue and you come to Wilmington to watch a game, you got to go out and check him out there on 68 South or South Street. It's out in front of the old Bob and Carl's. It's out there across from Speedway. Great place to eat if you've never eaten there before. Southern barbecue. They've got a sweet potato pie out there. And the thing is, it's priced very reasonably out there at Bogart's Barbecue. A couple other things happening here this week. We've got Wilmington Hurricane men's basketball Friday night at the Greenfield McLean Tigers. Saturday night, we're back here for Wilmington High School girls game. It's an SCL match, but I'm not real. It's against East Clinton. I do know who it's against. And then Saturday afternoon, we're doing a college basketball game, and it's a men's game also. Just to let you know, you guys, anybody out there in the car world, we have the Chaz's Valentine's Day car show coming up. It's February 13th and 14th. And it's out at the Roberts Center. And even if you're not in old cars, we got a lot of neat stuff out weekend. We got David Wayne performing Saturday night. We got Elvis himself performing on Sunday. Joel, he's a great Elvis impersonator. We also have some pretty neat we have really neat artists coming in from Nashville, Tennessee. Billy Martinez, and he goes to a lot of these Comic Cons all over the country, and really neat artwork. I bought a piece of his. I plan on buying another couple pieces probably from him when he comes to the Chaz's Valentine's Day car show. We also have Candy Blaze coming down from Ashland, Ohio. Candy's Customs is her own shop. She's a pinup on the weekends, but during the week she works in her own shop. She works on engines, works on body work. She does it all. Candy Blaze. The mayor now says she can hear me barely. I'm turning it up a little bit more, Mayor. So tell me if that helped any, will you? Hurricane girls already making their way back out here with 5:08 to go in the halftime. When you get to see the tape of this, I don't know if they'll keep it or not, but right now we have fifth graders from Wilmington out playing each other out there on the floor. And like I said, the Hurricane are ready to go. They're ready to come back out and get warmed up. Running a little momentum, 29-25 right now. Leading Miami Trace Panthers are ahead by 4. .3:42 to go before we start the third quarter. Trace is yet to come out of the locker room. We're probably getting a little extra there because they were up 10 at one point. Now they're only up 4. Well, we can start hitting some shots there in a second. Okay, the mayor says she can't hear me that well, so I'm going to change mics, Mayor, and see if this is any better.
Mayor, let me know if that's any better. What do you think, Mayor? Yeah, 29-25 right now. And we're at the half. 2:14 to go before we start the third quarter. Miami Trace is coming back on the floor. Again, 29-25. Miami Trace just up 4. Wilmington had a nice comeback. Wilmington had a nice comeback earlier in the year also against Clinton Lassiter. They were undefeated.
I think so.
Minute 10 to go here.
Jackson, Johns, Jamil, Stewart, and Frisco from the Hurricane. Reisinger, Freeman.
And it looks like Wilmington's going to start with the ball. They'll be going right to left here on the dial.
And Rittenhouse.
Miami Trace will be going left to right. Maya Jackson has it.
Right there, Lexi. Good.
Now it looks like Miami Trace. It's kind of like they're playing with man right now. Ball stolen away by the Panthers. Number 5 has it. Hannah Reisinger.
Over there.
Fleeman has the ball out on the right side. Gets it over to number 20. Three-pointer from the left wing. Cassie Lovett, no good. Fleeman gets the ball. And she puts up the bunny. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds. And it's Wilmington's basketball.
Wilmington's trailing 29-25 here in the third quarter.
But they were down 10 earlier. They made a nice comeback.
Well, and they do that frequently. And, of course, tonight's game is being brought to you by Bogard Southern Barbecue. Marty Bogard bringing all Hurricane sports, as well as tonight's Lady Cane basketball game.
See it.
Wilmington moving the ball around the outside. Susanna Johns has it way out on the right wing. Gets it over to Stewart down the right corner. She gets it into Jamil. Jamil puts up the bunny. It's contested though. It's just partially blocked. And going back the other way is Tanner Bryant. She throws it over to Reisinger. Back to Bryant out on top. 29-25. Again, Trace is up. Fleeman has it at the left elbow. Gets it back to Reisinger. Clear on the right side now to number 33, Rittenauer. Three-pointer put up by Reisinger, no good. And Frisco comes down the rebound. She gets it over to Stewart. Stewart tries to go to the baseline. She's fouled by number 33, Rittenauer.
Fouls on number 33, Sam Rittenhouse, team first.
Yeah, well, I think so. I'm trying to fit it in.
Maya gets the ball in to Frisco, back out to Maya, shoots a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded though by Wilmington. By Jamil, and she puts the shot up, and it's no good. Ball's on the floor now. They have a jump ball, and it's going to be with Miami Trace. Still 29-25, no score yet in this third quarter. Reisinger with the ball. He gets the ball underneath number 23. She gets the shot blocked. She shoots one from the three-point land. That's no good. Wilmington's Jamil comes down the rebound. They're going to try and get a quick hitter the other way. Pass to Maya Jackson. She gets it up, and it's good. Trace down the other way. Shot up underneath by Fleeman. No good. Rebounded by
23,
Lexi Schwartz.
Field goal for the Panthers.
And we have a Trace timeout.
Miami Trace calls for a
30-second timeout. 31-27 right now. To 27, Miami Trace is up. It'll be Wilmington basketball.
Can we try that one again?
We got the master of ceremonies here, Rick Phillips. We're trying to make sure we get these mics hot enough.
Well, hearing it in your ear and hearing it over the air, even that for some reason is low. We're obviously having some audio difficulties here. Not sure exactly why, but our volume is extremely low as compared to the way that it usually is. We apologize for that, but we'll see if we can correct that problem.
Is this the number 1 or number 2 system? Number 1 system. This is one we use all the time. So Wilmington with the ball. Down 4. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Trace is almost has a steal. Susanna John has it out on the right wing. She drives and it's a jump ball. Flaming got it for a jump ball. And it's going to stay with the Hurricane. 31-27. Ball gets into Johns. She does a little runner up the right side. And it's no good. It's knocked out of bounds. It's knocked out of bounds by Sam Rittenauer. So again, Wilmington with the ball. Trying to get the ball in. Maya Jackson, she does. Back out to Susanna Johns. Maya Jackson has it out on top.
Right there. Keep her left.
Susanna Johns has it on the left side. And it looks like Trace is back. So it looks like maybe like a matchup type zone now. It's hard for me. Kind of looks like maybe a matchup zone. They don't really look like they're in man because they're not guarding that close. Shot put up by Jackson, no good. It's rebounded by Lexi Schwartz. Fleeman has it out on top. Gets it over to number 20 with the three-pointer. That's Tanner Bryant, no good. And Wilmington with a rebound. They're going coast to coast. Shot was put up, no good. Another shot put up by Jamil. So there's 2 shots put up there by the Hurricane. And Trace has a rebound. And back down court for Miami Trace Panthers is Fleeman. Fleeman dribbles down the left side. It's out to Reisinger. Shot by Fleeman, long three-pointer, no good. And it's rebounded by Sarah Quallen, and she's fouled.
23 black holes.
All right, we're going to have
Lexi Schwartz.
We'll have a foul shot here, so I'm going to switch, and we'll see if you can put the headphones back on and maybe make some noise now.
Okay.
Kayla Johnson.
Wilmington has the ball. Susanna Johns has it out on top.
Dad! Right there, Sam.
We're going to ball around the right side. Frisco has it. Back out to Johns. Now Trace isn't a man-to-man this time. Ball's thrown into got a foul here. Jackson, yeah, we weren't sure it was going to be a jump ball or foul, but they called the foul.
31-27 with 2:51 left in this third quarter of play. The Lady Hurricane hanging with Miami Trace.
Yep, Reisinger with the foul. 31-27, like we just said. Driving to the basket is Maya Jackson. She puts it in. 31-29.
This little freshman from Wilmington is phenomenal, isn't she, Charlie?
Yeah, she is. She's really good. She's carrying them tonight. Trace with the ball. Out on top is Reisinger being guarded by Jackson. She drives the lane, gets it taken away by Susanna Johns. They're trying to get it all the way, but she kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Miami Trace.
Bring it up.
So we got our technical difficulties fixed, do you think?
Yeah, it's probably because you have such a low voice.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
You know, the rumblings from deep within your diaphragm.
Oh, okay. All right.
And, of course, I'm going back and forth between here and the college trying to keep both these broadcasts going.
Got traveling there by Tanner Bryant. Well, I tell you, through here it sounds excellent.
Oh yeah, well you know that's when you spend several $100s for a headset.
It sounds real.
Yeah, and it's really good when we both have headsets. But right now, I'm just doing the old-fashioned way.
Yep, 31-29.
Lady Kane have Miami Trace rattled tonight.
Right now, well, yeah, they did this to Clinton Massey earlier in the year too. Clinton Massey was undefeated, and Wilmington come back to that win that game. Shot put up by infield, no good. And Trace on the quick hitter, fast break the other way. Fleeman with the bucket.
Could you imagine if Fleeman was still here playing for Wilmington?
I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, Wilmington would be 14-2.
Going the other way is Maya Jackson. We have a travel, it's going to be called. Travel is going to be called on Eddingfield. 33-29, a minute 32 to go here in the third quarter, and Miami Trace is still up, holding on to that 4-point lead.
I told you that Wilmington was coming on. I think that their team is really starting to see its own.
Well, they're so young.
Oh, yeah.
And really, most of the players from Miami Trace are freshmen and sophomores, just a couple seniors. Three-pointer put up by Eddingfield, no good. She gets her own rebound, though. Good hustle on that.
Their junior varsity blitzed Wilmington in the earlier game tonight.
I was inside the big girl, and she gets fouled.
Maya Jackson commit that foul?
Nope. Sam Rittenauer. First foul. That was first foul call on Quallen. They were trying to get the ball into Rittenauer, and she got fouled by Quallen. So Miami Trace still with the ball. They get the ball back into Rittenauer. She only even look at taking the shot.
Oh, nice three.
Pushes it out to Reisinger, and they get the three.
36-29 with seconds remaining in this third quarter of play.
Wilmington with the ball. Jamil has it.
Close out.
She gets it over to the lone senior. She throws up a shot and misses everything. Jatasia Johns. The mayor says she can just still hear me barely.
Just barely, huh?
That's what the mayor says.
Let's see if we've got something on here that's not set.
36-29. Trace with the ball and the lead. They're working the ball around the outside. Back on top is Cassidy Lovett, the little freshman guard of Trace. 16 seconds on the clock. Lovett has it way out on the right side. Gets it over to Fleeman. Fleeman has the ball. Over to Reisinger. Three-pointer up. No good. And no one gets the rebound. And it's 36-29 going into the fourth quarter. So it was a 4-point game. It was now a 7-point game with Wilmington down 7 right now.
All right, well, I made some further adjustments. We are peaking in the green here, but we're not peaking on your individual, so maybe that will help. Obviously, there's something going on with the volume tonight that we don't normally traditionally have as far as being able to hear. But
well, it's been a week since I've been here, so maybe I'm just not talking as loud. But I tell you what, it just sounds great on these things.
Well, that may be it. It may be that you're hearing yourself so well with your new headphones that you're not speaking loud enough for the...
I don't know. I feel like I'm speaking pretty loud.
Well, once again, I've got headphones on, so you just have to assert yourself, Charlie.
I guess. I can always talk louder, but
not be
36-29. I don't want to be annoying.
Well, you're annoying anyway.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate that.
Not bad. CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Brought to you tonight, as always, by Bogart's Southern Barbecue, 975 South Street, right here in Wilmington, Ohio.
Home of the sweet potato pie.
And remember, we've renamed Marty to Marty Barbecue, BBQ. Marty BBQ, right, Mr. Barbecue?
I don't know. We still need some of this. I mean, he needs to be hooking us up.
He's at work tonight, working diligently to make that barbecue, and supposedly he is listening, so you got to talk loud so he can hear the score.
Marty, where's my barbecue, baby? You're killing me here. Freeman drives the hole. Trace has the ball, starts fourth quarter. Shots put up by Bryant and Freeman, both of them miss, and Faye Sanderson has the ball down the other side of the Hurricane cross court pass to Maya Jackson. Maya Jackson dribbles around, gets
nice.
Board on the left side, and makes a bucket, 36-31. I don't think she can beat Miami Trace by herself, but I think she's going to try.
I don't know. This little girl's going to go to a D1 school. I'm quite certain.
Ball's thrown away right here in front of us. Cassidy Lovett couldn't quite handle it.
Yeah, she's the freshman that we tried to interview there at Miami Trace. She didn't want the ball to hit me, so you see how she batted it the last second?
That was nice of her.
She was protecting me.
36-31, Maya Jackson with the basketball for the Hurricane. She has out on the top of the key. She drives the lane, puts the ball up, and it's good. And she gets fouled. Second foul on Rittenauer. 36-33.
With a chance of one more.
There you go. 36-34.
Now, how can you get just the background and not be able to hear what's going in over the air?
I don't know. (36-34). Trace with the ball and the 2-point lead. Freeman shot from outside, no good. Thought we were going to have a moving screen, but that didn't get called. Maya Jackson come down. Faye Sanderson shoots up a three. No follow on the shot. That would have put the Cane up, but they're still down 2, 36-34. Freeman has it out on top. Almost stolen by Sanderson. They get the ball into the big girl. She puts the shot up, and it's no good. Maya Jackson comes out with it. She shoots it from the key, no good. And Bryant has it going down the other way. Dishes it off to Lovett. Back to Bryant. Bryant tries to go through the lane. Nothing there. Goes it back out to Reisinger. We got foul on Frisco, her first. Well, folks, we apologize if you can't hear us that well tonight. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with it. All the readings look good on our equipment. This ball's thrown in, almost stolen away by Maya Jackson. Probably should have been stolen away. Freeman has it clear out on the top. She gets it over to Reisinger. 36-34, 5.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Trace with the basketball. Wow. Shot put up by Tanner Bryant underneath on the baseline. No fouls called, lots of contact. And it's rebounded by Wilmington, and Maya Jackson has the ball back. 36-34. Faye Sanderson has it out on the right wing. Caitlin Jamil now has it out on top. She's trying to drive the lane, puts the ball up, and is fouled. She is fouled by Freeman.
That was number 13, Victoria Freeman. Her second, team fifth.
It's her second, team's fifth.
Line shoot two, Caitlin Jamil.
Jamil going to the line to shoot two.
I would say if there was a problem,
First one's up, and it's good.
as far as our stream, they wouldn't be able to hear all the background noise the way they're hearing it. They're hearing everything in the background.
Well, you've been listening, haven't you, off to the side?
Well, I can't really hear that well because of the background noise, but I mean, I am hearing your voice, not necessarily as loud as I would normally hear.
Yeah. Second one's up, and it's no good. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Oh, they said it was off. Wilmington's coach was wanting the ball back there. He thought Trace knocked it out of bounds, but it's going to go the other way. Trace has the ball, but only with a 1-point lead now. Remember, it's 10 earlier, and Wilmington was chipped away at this lead, 36-35. Ball's thrown underneath to number 20, Tanner Bryant. She tries to do a little turnaround. She gets fouled by Frisco, her second, team's third. And on the line to shoot two is Tanner Bryant. First one's up, and it's good.
Susanna Jones, 15 back to ball game for the Hurricane.
37-35, Trace on top. Second one is up, and it's good as well. 38-35, Miami Trace with the lead here, 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Jackson has it way on top. Trace back to their zone.
Posting up, outside help. Pass, front hand.
Jamil has it out on the left side. Gets it to Stewart. Way out on the right side. She gets it back to Jamil. She drives underneath the basket. Reverse up, and it's good by Jamil. 38-37. Trace with the ball. Reisinger has it out on top, being guarded closely by Jamil. Freeman now has it way out on top, being guarded by Susanna Johns. Oh, cross-court pass almost intercepted. And driving to the basket is Cassidy Lovett. She puts up a shot and is good. And she's fouled by Maya Jackson. 40-37. Shots up, and it's good as well. 41-37, Miami Trace. 3:40 to go. Suzanne Johns, three-pointer from the right side. Very good. And Freeman has it. She's bringing the ball up slowly. Gets it over to Reisinger on the left side. She's being guarded out on top close by Jamil. She had a lane to the basket, didn't take it. Gets the ball back out. Freeman has it now underneath. Puts a shot up, no good. And Faye Sanderson comes out there with it, heading the other way for the Hurricane. Goes over to Stewart. She thought about the three. Drives the left side, puts up a left-hander, and it's good. 41-39. 41-39, Miami Trace in the lead. Wilmington still playing their man defense. Freeman had it on top, gets it over to Bryant. Back out to Cassidy Lovett. Reisinger thought about the three, then dished it into number 20 for the shot. That's no good. And Wilmington comes out with it. Tanner Bryant with the shot. She missed it. All the way down. Wilmington with a chance to tie here. 41-39. And we've got Maya Jackson with the ball way out on top. And Trace is back to man-to-man now. Jamil has it. She's seen about going to the basket. She does go to the basket. And they're going to call the foul, and she went down hard, folks. She might be hurt. Foul's on number 20. That's Tanner Bryant. Jamil going to the line to shoot two. White timeout. Wilmington Hurricane timeout here. 41-39. That gives Jamila a chance to kind of get her senses back a little bit. She got laid out pretty good there. Wilmington looking for the upset like they did earlier this year against against Clinton Massey. Wilmington was down in that game and come back to win. That was Clinton Massey's first loss of the year. And now trying to do the same thing here to Miami Trace. Miami Trace only has one loss, and that was to Clinton Massey earlier in the year. Trace just beat him last week. So this has big SCOL implications here if Miami Trace does go down to defeat tonight. And I know our McLean Tigers over there, I think we're right there with them. I think we only have one loss. And I know they need to play Trace again at some point. Shots up by Jamil, and it's good. 41-40. This is to tie it up with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Shots up, and it's good. 41-41, folks. We got us a ball game here. 2 minutes left. Can the Hurricane pull the upset? That is what everybody's wondering right now.
Hard. Use it. Use it.
Okay, this Trace team has got some talented athletes, but they haven't been doing as much fast break stuff this half. They've been working their offense and not really making shots. As soon as I say that, then number 20, Tanner Bryant, puts in another bucket. 43 to 41. Well, we got can you hear anything now?
Well, for whatever reason, and I don't know obviously what's going on here, because we're getting a lot of background noise, almost as though the speaker's turned the opposite direction and you're speaking at it from the back.
Really? The mic's right there.
Your voice and even my voice is lower, but we're getting all this background noise. I don't know where it's from. Obviously,
it might just be that mic. You might want to just unplug that mic.
The mic was off. The mic was off. I turned it off completely.
And you're still getting it.
And we're still getting background noise from something. So we'll have to look over everything. Obviously, we didn't have this problem in our last broadcast.
Right. Well, here we go. Wilmington down 2. Minute 40 to go. Ball thrown underneath. Nice pass by Jamil to Maya Jackson. Puts up the little bunny. Nice backdoor cut by Jackson. 43-43. Well, Wilmington needs to stop now. Can they do that? Tanner Bryant has it. Gets it into Freeman on the right side. She goes to the right side. Takes the shot up. It's no good, but fouled by Maya Jackson. So Freeman is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2, number 13, Victoria Freeman.
Victoria Freeman to the line to shoot 2.
Well, it'll be more interesting, Charlie, to see whether or not our volume on the actual video is up or down, or that'll be the key, because obviously if we're getting the volume to the video, then
maybe that's what's going on. Yeah. Second one's up and good as well. So Trace back up by 2, 45-43. A minute 11 to go. Wilmington with the basketball. Tanner Stewart thought about the 3. This is Maya Jackson. Maya Jackson's driving down the right side. Puts up a nice runner, and it's good.
They can't stop Maya Jackson.
45-45. Under a minute to go. 45-45. Trace with the basketball. Tanner Bryant has it.
We need to stop here.
Gets it over to Reisinger. Three-pointer.
Now here's what they're going to do. They lead by 3. If they foul, Wilmington will only get to shoot 2 shots. So I wouldn't put it past them trying to say, okay, look, just make sure you don't foul from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Right. But if we can foul, then there'll only be 2 shots. Now, right now at this point, it looks like Wilmington has 5 fouls and Trace has 6.
Yep.
So Trace would have to foul at least one more time for Wilmington to be in the bonus.
38-45. Yeah, you don't have any mute buttons on or anything, do you?
Nope, no mute.
What about your gains up here? Are they all turned up?
Yeah, the gains are up. We're getting good green. Obviously, it'll be something that we'll have to figure out. But I mean, if we're getting the volume, which we're getting a great volume on all this background noise, and our main speaker here, our announcer for Wilmington, we can hear him. It's like you and I don't come in as much.
Just barely coming in.
Yeah. So there's obviously something. It's not the way everything is set up properly. We'll just have to take a look at what.
35 seconds. Wilmington down 3, 48-45. And again,
Wilmington's going to have to go for 3.
3-pointer, no good. Ball's on the floor.
And ball's going to be Wilmington's ball.
Wilmington basketball.
18.1 seconds left in this ball game.
Yep. Wilmington needs a 3 to tie, and they've called a full timeout.
So Wilmington's going to talk this over as to how they're going to get this 3-point shot off. And Trace, the only thing they have to be careful of is that they don't foul in the act of shooting a three,
Right.
or that Wilmington makes a three and then they get one extra shot.
Yep, 48-45. Wilmington definitely needs to get a three here and a hold. Three-pointers, I mean, several girls can shoot them on the team. You probably got to look for Maya Jackson or Faith Sanderson. Susanna Johns, although with no points tonight, Susanna Johns in the past has been a pretty good three-point shooter. That might be a good time for her to break the ice tonight.
Well, I don't care who shoots it as long as they make it.
48-45. I'll tell you what, I was worried at the beginning of this game because Trace got up. They were up 10 at one point, and
but that's typical Wilmington. Wilmington lets the other team get up in the first half, and
that's
then
the
they fall
boys.
back.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the boys, we don't have to worry. And of course, that game that was canceled last night has been rescheduled for
February 11th, right?
And it's on our calendar.
That's a Thursday?
It's a Thursday, unusual game. I'm going to have my grandson on a Wednesday or something. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do.
I might be able to do that one.
Yeah. All right, this is the game.
I want to see that game anyhow because that's Courthouse and Trace. Here we go, 48-45. Wilmington inbounding. We better get rid of it.
Got 5 seconds.
Yep. Got over Faith Sanderson.
Stay front.
Jamil had his chance at the three, shoots the three.
No good.
No good. Underneath, it's rebounded. No good. And Trace with the rebound. We'll get a foul, I believe, right away.
So we got 5.1 seconds, a 3-point lead by Trace. They have the ball as far as they'll be taking it out.
And the foul was on Tanner Stewart. So Wilmington needs a stop and a three.
Or a steal.
Yeah.
Three. And there's only 5.1.
Yeah, 5.1 seconds to go. So.
Once again, if Wilmington loses it, it'll be a heartbreaker, but it just goes to show you just how close they are from being a dominant player in the SCOL as far as because they've upset Massey, that was an undefeated team. Obviously, Trace is 14-2, and Wilmington on their home court, they seem to be able to play as well as anybody.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight, and if it's not as clear as you'd like for it to be, we will have the video on it tomorrow, so you can at least check out the video. And the video will be up probably, around 1 or 2?
Between 1 and 3, and we'd like to remind you after this game, you can still tune over and listen to the tail end of the men playing there at Wilmington College. I'll be packing up here and going over there to finish up over there just as soon as we get done.
48-45.
So when we get done here, we'll do the stats real quick, and then we'll start packing.
Wilmington's not guarding inbounder. They get the ball in right away, and they try to foul right away. Fouls on Jackson.
Put the clock in 3 seconds if you would, please. I was looking when he hit his whistle. Put it at 3 seconds.
I want the clock to go to 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Well, obviously, with the 3-point lead, if any of these are sunk, it's going to be a two.
Right, it's going to be a two-possession game.
So the possessions will put it out of.
So you make one of these, it's over. 48-45. And they got their one of the best players going to the line, Tanner Bryant. Tanner Bryant has 14 tonight, and that's what Freeman has also. She has 14. For Wilmington, though, Maya Jackson has 27 points tonight.
27 points for Maya Jackson. That's probably up there close to her record.
First shot's up and good.
All right, 4-point lead.
I like Wilmington's coach here. He's trying to buy some time. He said before that was all happening, it was 6-something. It was actually 5.1.
And there's
that
another
one's up, and it's good.
5-point lead.
50-45, 3 seconds to go. You can't make a 5-point shot, but there goes a 3-pointer. That's good.
And naturally, Maya Jackson has to do that. Wilmington loses by
50-48.
yeah, 2-point game. Trace is lucky to get out of here tonight. There's no question about that. Now, you think if Fleeman was playing for Wilmington and she only had 10 points.
Oh, well, she had 14 tonight, though.
Right.
50-48.
So Maya Jackson ends up with 28 points.
No, it was 30.
30 points tonight.
See, they had a three-pointer there at the end.
30 points from Maya Jackson. That has definitely got to be one of her best performances as a Hurricane.
Yep, 30 points. We'll go through these real quick. Maya Jackson had 30, Faye Sanderson 3, Caitlin Jamil 6, Tanner Stewart 2, Leah Frisco had 9. And for the Miami Trace Panthers, Cassie Lovett had 3, Hannah Reisinger had 8. Let's see, Fleeman 14, Tanner Bryant 16, and Schwartz 7, and Rittenhauer 2. Now, Rick, they didn't put that last bucket up there, but that is the final score, 50-48, because they were down 5. She hit the three-pointer.
Yeah, it was 50-48.
So 50-48, Miami Trace wins. They'll go to 15 and 2, and Wilmington will go below 500 to 7 and 8. So I think that does it for us here.
That about does it. We want to thank Marty Bogard, who obviously brings us all Hurricane sports. Bogard's famous barbecue and sweet potato pie.
Yes.
975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. This is Rick Phillips for Charlie Hargrave. And we've got videography by
Dave Foster.
And Dave Foster, we want to thank him for coming in and doing the work that he has done.
I had to twist his arm, man.
You'll be able to see the video tomorrow between 1 and 3 o'clock. And we're going to be heading over to the college, or at least I'm going to be heading over to the college to finish up the game there. Good evening, everyone, and go Cane.
You have to turn that one on and see where they're at.